Michael Snyder joins us on Fridays. He is the movie critic, the culture critic. He knows music, and he is a regular at the what's the place on Polk Street that you hang out on, Michael? I always ask.
It's the Royal Ground. But,
the Royal Grounds, yeah.
I'm really afraid to even venture out of my fortress of solitude. And let me just say, all this talk of suspensions brings me back to my high school days. And look, honestly, it's crazy out there. I am a proud veteran of the Battle of Trader Joe's. That's right. Last night, I went in there, and all I got out of there with was a bottle of pasta sauce. Everything else was gone, and I don't even know what I'm going to put the sauce on.
It is so – I mean, it really is like a herd mentality. And as I told you, I talked to the checker at the grocery store, and he just said it's that they see people buying stuff up, and so – others want to buy it up. It's not. It doesn't even square logically, you know.
I know. Listen, dude, if you have any turkey meatballs I can borrow, I would be so happy. Honestly,
No, I actually do, and it's just it's what a coincidence. I do, and they're $75 a piece if you'd like one.
Exactly.
Right.
You cannot say you love your country.
That's the American way, brother.
And
that's
Michael,
the American
he'll give
way.
you a side of frozen green beans as well.
Yeah, that's right. I did get I got literally the last bag of frozen green beans is what Brett's talking about. Anyway, go ahead, Michael. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, the SF Silent Film Festival just canceled today. Well, not canceled, but postponed until November, I think. Things are just falling by the wayside. Disney, I'm getting so many things in my inbox saying this screening is canceled. This movie is postponed and pushed back. Disney's delaying the release of Mulan, Antlers, and a movie, New Mutants, which is an X-Men spinoff. And that had already been kind of shelved for a while Fox transitioned into the world of the mouse. And on top of that, A Quiet Place 2, which I was going to see this coming Monday.
So you're saying all these screenings that you as a movie critic attend, they're all being for the moment postponed. But what we notice, and one of the reasons we wanted to have you call in and still kind of talk to us about what to see, is that probably people are not going to be going to the movies this weekend. I mean, I don't know how theaters are going to be affected. So you may have releases of films and other things related to theater going pushed also to a couple of months from now.
Well, that's what we're talking about. Let me just say that Bloodshot, which is the first movie in a proposed series of Valiant Comics film adaptations starring Vin Diesel, where he's done he does more actual acting in this thing than I ever recollect him doing anywhere. That movie opened to $1.5 million in box office last night, and they were happy about that. And the movie is, it's a kind of it's a B movie, but it's a lot of action. It's a superhero origin story, and it's actually pretty entertaining and features the likes of Guy Pearce as a scientist who brings this super soldier back from the dead and gives him, a nanotechnology that enables him to recover after fights and heal instantaneously. It's rather entertaining, and it's going to work well on video. And this is the point I want to make about what's opening this weekend. That movie, The Hunt, which is man is the most dangerous game of all sort of update with a lot of kind of tongue-in-cheek political subtext where you don't know the filmmaker's actual point of view. But, it's very funny and entertaining and has the likes of Hilary Swank. That's coming out. That's going to be good on video. There's a heartbreak.
So these things are, wait a minute, these things are opening in the theater, but you're saying, hey, a lot of people who are listening right now may not go to the theater, so these things will also play on video. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, trying to be clear on that.
No, at some point they will, and you may just want to wait, is all I'm saying. I know I personally am not crazy about I was going to go out dancing on Saturday night. I've been planning to do it for a couple of weeks because it's a kind of a regular thing, R&B thing. I don't want to do close contact right now in a jam-packed bar. That's just not my thing. So for people who want to see these films, what they can do is wait. If they don't want to risk it, or they can also turn to Netflix and the like. I did a column in the current issue of the Marina Times where I actually spotlight a couple of fantastic programs that happen to be specifically on Netflix. But, Apple TV and, of course, Amazon Prime have good things. But these shows are wonderful, and they can while away the hours at home watching these shows like Call My Agent, which is a French TV series that is a real find. It's a showbiz, inside showbiz comedy about the goings-on at a high-end Parisian talent agency. Yeah, there are subtitles, but there are also all these famous French actors like Isabelle Huppert and Juliette Binoche, John Dujardin. People know who Monica Bellucci is, and they're all playing these hilarious fictionalized versions of themselves. And the show is addictive because the ensemble cast is so good.
What is it? What's that called? Call My Agent?
Yeah, it's just wonderful. It's 3 short seasons, and they're making a 4th, and American actors want to get on board. If you can imagine a little of the flavor of Curb Your Enthusiasm, Entourage, and Extras all jumbled together in a workplace situation. And the regulars on the show, who are not famous actors to the American viewers, are all terrific. And there's a wonderful mystery action thing called Jiri Haji, which is also outrageously good.
Does that have subtitles too, Michael?
Well, not totally. There's
oh my God, Brett! He is so sophisticated all the time with the subtitles.
Listen, there's a whole.
You cannot say you love your country.
It's in English most of the time. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
It's a wonderful cross-cultural thing. And if you want to see a crazy comedy, it's been around since about 2011, 2012. It's called Toast of London. And it is really one of the funniest, craziest, most surreal TV shows I've ever seen. And it features a guy named Matt Berry, who he's in What We Do in the Shadows, the horror comedy on FX right now. But he's been doing Toast of London for a number of years in the UK.
And so I'm sorry. So where is that? Where can we see that, Michael?
All of these things are on Netflix, buddy.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
So
good.
I'm just saying there are things out there that can take up people's time if they're uneasy about going to the theater. And yeah, there's made for Amazon and made for Netflix feature films coming out of questionable virtue and value, but we'll try to sift through them. If we're reduced to
of
this,
questionable virtue and value. All right. To review, Vin Diesel.
We don't know.
So Vin Diesel's got a movie coming out. It's likely that these films that we've talked about will not necessarily be seen by people in the theater because people are. Although it did very well, the Vin Diesel thing, Bloodshot is what it's called. And then he also mentioned The Hunt. I know you mentioned that. And then
these are big movies, buddy. But if you want something good and serious and heartbreaking, and it's also something that's going to play well on video, there's a terrific film that's coming out today, and it's entitled. Let me see if I get the title correct because it's a little complex. It's about.
This title is not in English. I'm going to cut it off.
No. It's absolutely it's called Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always. And it's basically like eavesdropping on real people. A teenage girl named Autumn lives in small town Pennsylvania, finds out that she has an unwanted pregnancy and can't deal with it in PA and has to go with her cousin to New York on an odyssey to basically see if she can get an abortion or make a decision. It is powerful, a wonderful jewel of a movie that left me gutted and great young actors.
And where can we see that? I'm sorry, that's Netflix also?
It's going to it's going to be playing in some theaters on a limited basis. It's from Focus Features, but it's.
And what's it called again, please?
I don't want to run through this again. Oh, I will. Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always.
Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always. Okay.
Yeah, it's really the kids, Sidney Flanagan and Talia Ryder. They are wonderful actors.
Michael Snyder, we love visiting with you, even during a pandemic. I appreciate you calling in. And
I gotta go. I gotta collect some leaves now because we're out of toilet paper. I'll be with you as soon as I
Michael Snyder. Thanks, Michael. So long.